We are live here at SEMA, and Kelly, the LandCruiser is back, and it's back in the United States. Obviously, some people call it a Prado 250, but this thing, we've got to do time in it. We just dropped a review of what we thought of the first edition, everything. Now we're seeing them off-road here at SEMA, and they are badass. I'm curious, I want to walk around with you. I want your opinion of how they've tastefully, I think, done this vehicle to make it even more badass, and we'll go from there.
Let's do it.
So we have a Terra Guard, looks like a push bumper. You guys know I'm not always a fan of the push guard bumpers like this, but I will say this is definitely big steel on this thing. Lots of lights. It's SEMA, Kelly, so lights are the thing, right?
Lights are all the thing, all the rage when it comes to the vehicles. Like, if you're not sure what mod to do, just add a light. That seems to be what SEMA does.
Just add a light. But we are at the AFE Power, and of course, if you guys know, they do all the little upgrades. Speaking of power, so we've got AFE's. This is their cold air intake air box, and where you can see in there, you can see how dusty everything is. Of course, you know, it's all plastic piping in there, probably rounded just a little bit better for this little four-cylinder to get more cool air, cleaner cool air in there. I like the fact, Kelly, that you can actually see, oh, I need to change my filter, and it looks like it's pop-out tabs. So in the days of where you had to screw these out, were a pain in the butt, and I think even you, who likes to look under a hood and see, is it easy to use? Would this be easy to use?
Yes, I appreciate that. Hey, I don't have to open this thing up to know that I need to replace it or that I need to clean it.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that I can actually like peek in. Plus, it gives you a pretty cool aesthetic actually to be able to see it and be like, this is where I put some money into this vehicle as well. So I really appreciate that.
Now, as we walk on through, of course, you got Icon wheels, as you can see here. And this thing is rocking some big old tires. Let's see, they are a 35, 12, 50, 17s, and these Icon wheels, I love these. I'd like to see them on our Bronco. You go down, you've got the Terra Guard rock sliders, it looks like there. Of course, a little topo map. If you're into overlanding, you have to have topo on your vehicle now. I like this is a nice little spot if you want to do some, some kind of different looks to your vehicle. They seem to actually have some nice places to do that. I've never thought about putting something there. Of course, we got some coordinates there. Advanced Flow Engineering's badging there. But overall, Kelly, this thing so far looks pretty cool.
Yeah, overall so far, I'm actually quite impressed with the aesthetics of it because function is king, but sometimes it's not always done very aesthetically.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate that this one is done well. It's clean, it's put together, and sometimes SEMA builds, you don't see them very well clean.
Yeah.
And this one is done well.
Nice roof rack on this thing. I like the pod lights on the side, so that's going to be nice. Of course, I don't know that I want to get up there to get my heavy jack down because I can just see dents galore, but it's a SEMA build, so they're just trying to showcase some cool stuff. You got your Leitner cases there. You've got all your Rotopacks, stuff like that. Once again, very tastefully done. I like this. Now, something I don't like, I do not like these hitch or tire carriers. That's not for me. But as we walk around the back of this thing, power tanks, got all your Max Tracks, nice little kitchen in here, nice size refrigerator, not as big as what we've done in the past, but good size for a couple day adventures. I do like the nice wooden cases on this thing. I feel like I would crack my leg on this all the time trying to get in and out. Would have loved to have seen some LEDs up on the top. Stuff we used to do. We used to put LED strips here so you had a nice lighted system through there. But very tastefully done. Propane tanks because you're going to cook out on the trails. Big old, I don't know if it's a bat wing. I bet it's a bat wing out there, Kelly. Something our Ford Bronco we really can't do, and I kind of miss is having that tent on the side of it, as it were. Look at the big old suspension on this thing. Sway away racing technology there. Very big old beefy stuff here. Overall, this thing, would you drive this thing?
Don't kill me, Bronco owners, but yes, I would absolutely drive this thing. It's badass, and again, it's tastefully done. It's functionally done. So my only gripe on it is that tailgate.
Yeah, which you can cut this bumper. You can make a rear bumper for this thing. Sure. It's a SEMA build, but as we finish walking around this thing, very well done. Big old, look at the big old upper control arms on this. Let's see if we can get in there. Very tightly done. You got your reservoirs out here. I would feel like that might get rocks and stuff, beat the piss out of it, but everything about this looks good. So in the comments below, you know what to do. Let us know, what do you think of this thing. I'm very interested in the LandCruiser platform as maybe something to build down the road. Maybe we find a year used one, so we don't take that initial hit on the price of it. But in the comments,
off that lot.
That's right. In the comments, and we drive too many off the lot. So in the comments below, let us know what you think. So whether it be two-wheel drive,
four-wheel drive,
or this badass LandCruiser that I want to drive.
We'd all love to drive.
Yeah, this has been your All Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd.
I'm Kelly Boyd.
We're out. Peace, everybody.
See ya.
Love y'all.